cell phone doesn't work. Where are the batteries?
Who wants to think about the possibility of a disaster in their lives? Definitely not me. I don't want to think about a terrifying event that could strike quickly and without warning, a catastrophe that could force me to evacuate my neighborhood or maybe confine me to my home, where the basic services I depend on, like water, gas, and electricity, could be cut off. An emergency where local officials and relief workers might not be able to reach me and my family right away, where we might be on our own for 3 days or more. I'm Kathy Mooring. I live in the Bay Area, and I'm involved with the Together We Prepare campaign. Through my involvement, I've come to realize that having a basic plan and knowing what to do in an emergency will help me and my family to remain safer and might even save a life. I know now that it's absolutely crucial to think about dealing with a disaster and do something to prepare. The idea behind Together We Prepare is to create disaster-resistant communities. The goal is to make as many residents of the Bay Area as prepared as we can possibly be. When we say the word disaster, what are we actually talking about? To plan effectively, we need to think through how disasters could impact the reality of our daily lives. Let's look at some of the obstacles we could face in the aftermath. There's no getting around it. When you begin adding up the consequences of a disaster in your head, there are so many things beyond your control. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and anxious. I know I felt that way. That's why it's so important to focus on the very real and practical steps we can take for ourselves. If we've planned ahead, we'll be calmer and more capable of dealing with what we might have to face. So let's find out how we can create a plan and take some action.
Disaster planning is important for everyone, and each of us should have some basic training in what to do during and immediately after a disaster. And it all begins with having a plan. The start of that plan is talking with your family about the kinds of disasters that can happen. First, make sure everyone understands that disasters can occur anytime, day or night, and often without warning. And think about how much time you spend each day with your loved ones. When a disaster strikes, you may or may not be with other family members. You might be at home, at work, shopping, at the movies, or at the ballpark. Children may be in school, parents may be commuting or out for the evening. If you're separated from your family, you'll want to know that your loved ones are safe. This can make a world of difference in your ability to cope with what's ahead. And that's why you need to choose an out-of-town contact that all members of your family will call in case of a disaster. Someone who lives far enough away that they will be out of the affected area. Someone whom every member of the family will contact and communicate where they are and if they're okay. It's important to remember it may be easier to call out of the area if local phone lines are overloaded, or on the rare occasion if they're out of service. It's also important to keep your information updated.